Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming back to another broadcast over here at the Ellis Network. Now, forgive me for being so late on this. I woke up this morning, guys, and I'm trying to multitask. I got the Ellis Network over here for, politics and world news and stuff like that. But I also got the Ellis Gaming Network as well. I'm trying to start up my streaming for video games. Really quick, this isn't nothing new, guys. We found out yesterday that Brett Kavanaugh now has become Justice Kavanaugh. He went through the FBI probes, everything came out good, and he got sworn in. I don't know if any of you guys were able to see it. I'm pretty sure if you're on Facebook, there was all sorts of, live feeds, live videos of not only of the vote, but also the protesting that was standing outside the courtroom. And it did get a little rowdy. They were loud. Now, I didn't see anything violent. I didn't see anyone, I think there was a few petty things, but nothing too crazy. So anyways, I just want to, go ahead and go on the books and say that I'm not the only American that wants this. There's others, senators are even coming out and saying that they want this as well. I want to know who leaked out Miss Ford's testimonies, her claims. If you guys remember the whole story, she tried to stay anonymous. Supposedly Feinstein had this letter from Ford stating that she wanted to stay anonymous since July. And, next thing you know, the press was at her house, So when Lindsey Graham and everyone else started questioning, her about, who leaked out the information, Feinstein, if you guys remember watching the hearing, she got questioned by it, and then she tried to beat around the bush, and then she looked at her staffer, and the staffer was claiming that they didn't do it and all this. And then you guys see shortly, right after, the FBI probe ended and, the evidence came out, there's that funny video that's floating around on Facebook of Feinstein's face with that music video, where she looks terrified. I was watching Tim Beans last night, guys, here on YouTube. He's a great conservative, good guy to watch. And Tim is saying that, she looked like she had the, a fearful look in her eyes, like she was about to be in some shit. And that kind of makes me wonder, guys, because we know, even though that we gave them the FBI probe like they wanted for a week, they only wanted us to delay it for a week, and have another probe, and we gave that to them. And I said yesterday in my video, when it came out, they weren't satisfied. It's almost as if, like, it didn't come up with what they were hoping for. And it's sort of like they're in the dark, reaching out for anything. Now, it only makes me wonder, though, is once this FBI probe came back, if it actually showed more damning evidence against the Democrats instead of actually helping them. Again, like I said, after everything came out, more senators came out. The Republican base came and rallied behind McConnell. And again, that was Tim Beans. He's the one that put that into perspective as well. But I really want to know, who leaked out Christine Blasey Ford's information. If you guys remember that she wanted to stay anonymous, she didn't want to go in front of the Senate. She didn't want to be on the TV. She didn't want to make this all public. But whoever had her information, it was either Feinstein and her administration or the newspaper, Washington Post. I could be wrong. Someone leaked out her information. Now, if we're having someone leaking out information that's sitting on the Senate, that's a very, very dangerous and considering traitorish trait. I don't think that should happen. We shouldn't have people on the Senate that's, leakers. If you guys remember Cory Booker coming out, at the beginning of the whole Judge Kavanaugh thing a couple months ago saying, he's going to have his Spartacus moment and he's going to leak out information. I don't think we should be doing that, guys. We should not have people in power. If you're on the Senate and you're willing to leak out information to the public, you might as well kiss your career goodbye at that point. Because if you're going to run for president or, somewhere higher up in office after your Senate, but yet you're being known to leak information out to the public while you're in the Senate, that's a very, that's a no-no. So again, guys, just, I'm questioning who leaked out her information. If you guys look at, Feinstein in that meme, in that video, she looked very, very worried. And like I said, guys, we can go back and do ties in. If you look at how Feinstein, you know, where her husband works versus, you know, the family of Christine Ford. You know, there's a lot of, you know, coincidences, I shall say, as to how this has all come out to the spotlight. And that's the thing. Maybe Christine Ford wanted to stay anonymous, but once they leaked her information out to the public, you know, she was under the public eye and scrutiny, and a lot of these secrets started coming out. I really think that they had this whole deep state plan put into place, and it didn't go the way that they wanted, and it actually did more damage to the Democratic Party than what it did, you know, against Brett Kavanaugh. So again, guys, welcome, Justice Kavanaugh. Congratulations, man. Do a kick-ass job. I know you will. I know a lot of Americans probably have, you know, toasted a beer to you last night. This beer's for you. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys coming, watching the video. Again, we need to hashtag, you know, open the probe on leaks. We got to find out who's in the Senate and leaking this information, guys, because this, again, like I said, it could, you know, you could be leaking classified information to the public, and, you know, but yet they want to sit there and, you know, get angry at Trump for wanting to declassify the FISA memos, and they're sitting there saying, no, that would be bad, it might be against, you know, national security and blah blah blah, but yet you have senators that's on the Senate, you know, wanting to leak information as well. So, you know, it's like a back and forth, like what's good for the goose should be good for the gander, but, you know, when you're the Democrat and the liberal, you know, all the rules, they fucking go out the window. Alright, guys, I appreciate it. I got a couple videos I got to edit for my YouTube gaming channel. If any of you guys are into games, watching streamers, supporting streamers, you know, check me out over at LS Gaming Network. We're going to start branching out. I'm going to still keep doing this, but also I'm going to be doing that as well. So again, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Subscribe, like, share, do what you got to do. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.